title of this film, A Jaundiced Eye, relates to an old Alexander Pope quote, which is, all is suspect that the suspect spy is all is yellow to the jaundiced eye. If you look at the world in a particular way, you're going to see what you're looking for and not what you're looking at. Throughout my investigation, I questioned whether Melvin and Stephen Matthews were innocent or not. That had to be my mindset. I had to stay open to the idea that these guys may be guilty. But the more thorough my investigation, the more comfortable I was with their innocence. There's a lot of details that don't make it into the film that confirm it. One of the details is that the jury actually debated Stephen Matthews' homosexuality prior to making their decision. And it clearly influenced how they felt about him. Because homosexuality is so often still so reviled in the nation, in fact in the world, sadly it allows people the emotional platform from which to accuse. And I think that that's been a travesty and a shame, and it was clearly a critical element in this film.
He's starting to say things about...
I feel like I've tried to be fair and show the story in all of its ugliness, and also show how emotions play a great role in sexual abuse allegations.
Did you love your grandpa?
I did, yes.
You love your grandpa now?
No.
Did you ever love your grandpa?
Yes.
Even while he was doing these things to you?
I loved him before he did them. Before I knew he did this stuff, I loved him.
And it doesn't matter which side of the fence you're on, whether you believe that child sexual abuse happens a lot, or whether you believe that a lot of the child sexual abuse stories are based on false memories, both sides will agree that basically children under 6 years old are easily influenced by questioning. There's audio tapes of an early interview with the boy with police officers, and it becomes very clear that he's being coached.
Your thing off?
Finger.
Finger off. Anything else? Now you got to remember what we talked about earlier. Did he ever threaten to cut your penis?
Yeah.
That whole way that questions can be leading and essentially teach children to respond in a way that the adult wants them to, rather than in telling the truth about what really happened, has been significant in the way that a lot of convictions have occurred in this country. There is an astonishing thing that has occurred since the film has been completed, which is Stephen and his son have been reunited. It's been a year since the film came out, and it allowed the boy for the first time some insight into the facts of the case. And he approached his father. Now, it hasn't been an easy road, but they do have a relationship, and that's a pretty extraordinary thing to have occurred. I'm hoping that this film will certainly influence some people to take a step back and think about, when they point a finger at somebody, what is the rationale behind it, what's the reasoning, and why.